Hi, I'm Warren Sprouse. This is the Bible Forum. We're here every Sunday night for 2 hours, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, looking at life through a biblical lens, trying to solve all the world's problems in 2 hours or less. Did you know that this was the year of Jubilee? It really isn't. The Hebrew calendar has a year of Jubilee. It hadn't had one for a long time because it has no temple, but Roman Catholic Church has come up with a year of Jubilee. I think it started in the 1300s, and they've been cycling around. And somehow, in honor of all of this, the Catholic Church has decided to offer classes on exorcism. I think this is especially appropriate since we're coming very close to the end of April when the demon world, the satanic world, the less than Christian kind of group, they have a couple of weeks where they kind of go nuts. And these are very bad times, and they have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about this next week on the forum, but right now we've got a chief exorcist in Rome, Father Gabriel Amorth, something like that. Says he has performed hundreds of exorcisms over many years. He's authored a best-selling book. It's entitled An Exorcist Tells His Story. He's also author of a book entitled An Exorcist, More Stories. Why you want to read about this, I do not know. But the Catholic Church in Rome is offering a week-long course in casting out Satan. The goal is to prepare priests and some lay people to be able to do this, to inform them on the finer points of exorcism and demonic possession. It is considered an extremely successful course. It's called Exorcism and Prayer of Liberation. This is the 11th year that they've done this. They boast over 1,000 graduates. Students are introduced into a biblical understanding of the devil as the father of lies, as well as being trained in distinguishing between true demonic disturbances and problems of a psychological nature. That sounds like it might be profitable. The course, which runs from April 4th to April 9th, it finished up yesterday, is organized by the Sacerdos Institute in collaboration with the Group of Socio-Religious Research and Information and the International Association of Exorcists. Didn't know we had one. Sacerdos is an institute, perhaps, it sounds anyway, because of the word, that revolves around the heart of what Roman Catholicism is. And it's a sacerdotal system. And the sacerdotal system is the hierarchy of priests and so forth who have authority not only in spiritual things, but over people and these kinds of demons and, I don't know, teachings and that sort of thing. I'm guessing, but that's what it sounds like. According to the director of the course, Father Pedro Barrion, the curriculum endeavors to separate sensationalism from sound theology. You want sound theology? Go to my website, BibleInstituteofCharleston.org. We have a course on angelology/demonology. You want theology on this stuff? That's where you go. Exorcism is not sound theology. Nothing in the Bible tells you to cast out a demon or even tells you how to do it. Anyway, it's sound theology, he says, and strives to deepen the biblical and theological basis of the nature and the actions of angels and demons in open dialogue with other sciences such as psychology, law, medicine. The lectures and the panel discussions, which include direct Q&A with actual exorcists, aim at equipping students to recognize demonic activity, deal with it properly, including through the practice of exorcism and prayer of deliverance. Charismatics are doing that. Father Barron says that the work of exorcists is needed now more than ever, since many do not believe in the devil, and yet they play around with dangerous occult practices. What is a sound theology regarding exorcism? There really isn't any. Because exorcism is not a Bible idea. It's certainly not a Christian idea. The Bible only gives us one example of exorcism, and that's in Acts chapter 19. This was being practiced by what are referred to as vagabond Jews. These are Jewish people who are not connected with the temple or with Jewish practices. They're largely apostates, vagabond, unconnected. And they are called exorcists. Now, an exorcist is literally one who binds by an oath. It also could be a conjurer, someone who dabbles in the dark arts. And these men were characterized that way. That's what they were doing, and they were doing it for money. They saw the Apostle Paul cast out a demon, not by exorcism. And they wanted what he had, and they wanted to buy it. And he said, it's not for sale. And he told them they needed to be saved. They proceeded to try to cast out a demon. A man had a demon, one demon, and they proceeded, 7 of them, to cast out this demon by using the name of Jesus. I adjure you by the name of Jesus that Paul talks about, whatever the phrase is. And the demon liked to beat them to death, tore their clothes off, and they went screaming into the night. It's a little poetic justice there, but they did. But it says it tore their clothes off. They were beat to death. Why? Because there ain't no such thing as exorcism. Well, there is. But it's in the magical arts. It's in witchcraft. It's not in the church. But why is the Roman Church going to do this? Well, they say this is the year of Jubilee. And of course, in my mind, I'm starting to think, well, the year of Jubilee, let's see. Now, that's a Hebrew thing. Well, no. They have one. They have a Roman Catholic year of Jubilee. The biblical year of Jubilee has no record of being celebrated since the conquering of the northern kingdom, the 10 tribes in about 570 whatever BC. Definitely not since the temple was destroyed in 70 AD. But the Roman Catholic Church established a Jubilee year in 1300. It was, in their words, a spiritualized form. Now, a Christian Jubilee, kind of hard to judge how far any of continuity they might have existed, between the two or since, has got to have an entirely different approach. Under Hebrew law, a year of Jubilee was every 50th year. You had 7 sevens, 49. The 50th year of Jubilee. And I believe you had to not plant anything. You had to let the ground just stay, well, they're not doing that sort of thing. It's commonly stated that Pope Boniface VIII was the one who instituted the first Christian Jubilee. And it's certain, in history anywhere, that this was the first celebration that we have any precise record of occurring and can start making our count. But it's also an historic certainty that the idea of solemnizing a 50th anniversary was familiar to the medieval writers. Apparently the church did continue with this for a while. So you have the Roman Catholic Church piggybacking on the Hebrew concept, no doubt trying to join those two things together somehow, but ultimately creating their own year of Jubilee. And now they're going to celebrate it by opening the door to all kinds of demonic activity and oppression, just simply by teaching folks how to battle devils. Do you really think there's any human being on the planet that can survive that? Do you not understand how powerful these spirit beings are? They are controlled only by God. When Jesus was here, he cast out demons, not by conjuring, not by exorcism, which both terms refer to the system that you go through. You have to do this, do that, and then do the other, say these words, whatever, and then they'll go, no, 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 no. Jesus just said, get out of here. And the demons with the wild man of Gadara, they spoke to him, are you here to punish us before the time? No, I just want you to get out of there. Well, give us someplace to go. He said, well, go to that herd of pigs over there. And the pigs ran right off the cliff. Well, I don't know what a Jew was doing herding pigs. That another whole question. And maybe that's what was going on there. But nobody messes with demons and gets away with it. Nobody. But the Roman Church, like I say, you got to love them. They keep doing this, and people keep buying into it. And then they make a movie. Girls' heads spinning around. And everybody pays money to go see it. Next thing you know, everybody believes in demons. And everybody wants to cozy up to them and do whatever you have to do because you don't want them to attack you. And who does that benefit? You got me. It's a strange world.